What's up everyone? Kobanerani456 here today, welcoming you all to the Republic of Kobanermites once again, as we continue our playthrough in Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Wii. So in the last episode, we got ourselves 5 power stars, bringing our total to 40, which means we are 1/3 of the way from 100%ing this game, and now we are going to continue on and make our way even closer to that goal. So if y'all are excited about this and want to keep on seeing more uploaded daily, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button, this helps out tremendously. And like I've always said, if we continuously hit the like goal of 2,000 likes, I'll make sure to present you all double uploads. But anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get back to the galaxy. Froby! And you all are probably wondering, what the heck is Froby? But it's funny, I was just scrolling through my notifications on Instagram earlier, and on the picture of me with a haircut from Christmas, people were talking about, oh no, the fro is gone, and someone said, no, Froby, it's gone! I'm just like, Froby, what the heck? That is the first time I've gone by that name. I've gone by many nicknames before. I've been called Barack Obama, and Drake, and also Afro Samurai, and Afro Mani 456, and Kobanermani 456, and Kobe-1 Kenobi, and Kobanermani. Okay, I'm gonna stop right now. But yeah, I've actually, it's funny, wherever I go, like, I have many instances to where people have been like, oh my god, you look just like Drake. Like, it depends on what haircut I have. If I have a haircut, I look like Obama or Drake in the current day. And then if I have a fro on, people are like, oh, you look like Drake from Degrassi. So it's just kind of funny. But anyway, let's actually talk about more important topics at hand, like Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada, and also question of the day. Let me know in the comments below, what is your biggest fear? Would love to hear what you all have to say, as, you know, in the last episode, we talked about horror games and movies, and whether you all liked them or not, and it seems like the majority said they absolutely hate them. And the reason why, actually, there were many different reasons. Some reasons being that, you know, people don't have the skin for it, so it's like, you know, they can't really handle being scared or jump scared. And then other people saying they don't like horror movies because they're actually not that scary. And that they're more humor because the deaths look fake. And, you know, they're just like, the blood looks fake as well. So it's like, horror movies are more like comedies to them. Which I actually thought was pretty interesting, because that kind of sounds like the scary movies, which are movies made to actually mock the super cliched things that scary movies do. So that's why I love the Scary Movie series. I think the Scary Movie series is pretty hilarious. And would definitely recommend it to anyone who, you know, kind of wants to see things that are supposed to be somewhat scary, but, you know, in a humorous fashion. And it seemed like a lot of people also liked horror games, you know, people mentioning The Evil Within. Whoa, I almost died there. That was close. The Evil Within, what other game is there? Amnesia, and some other games as well. So I thought that was pretty cool to actually hear. And let's see, how many starbits? Wow, 30 starbits? We are not even close to that. Okay, so we'll have to stop by later, I guess. Or maybe we can just actually hop on these guys. And there we go. Alright, that's some extra starbits there. We can actually shoot on that yellow pimple on the ship if we wanted to, and get ourselves a coin. But I'm gonna just save that for later. Alright, we're at 24 right now. Alright, now what else is there that I could possibly do to get me 30 starbits? Maybe this? Is this actually going to be just enough? This is just enough, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap! Alright, with 2 to spare, actually. Not bad. Alright, so now let's go ahead and buy ourselves that power shroom, so that we can be able to face off against Bowser Jr. with that double HP. That double XP, Call of Duty status, MLG. Alright, anyway, there we go. Nice and powerful. But, yeah, actually, like I said, I haven't really played horror games that much, but I do get scared pretty easily, so, you know, maybe I have to try one out sometime. You know, I've played a little bit of, you know, some Resident Evil games, and those games honestly weren't that scary to me, but, you know, would like to see some other stuff. And really, am I getting this wrecked right now? Bruh, what is, okay, did I really just kill myself right now? Wow! What is going on with me? Am I really that stupid? Am I really that stupid? Oh, and guess what? I bet you we lost. We won't even have enough star bits actually. Let's see. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can actually get enough star bits to get that power stream again. Like seriously, was I high or something while I was on that platform? Because I just kept getting hit by those things, and I was like, well, let me actually try and avoid those things and jump. And you all saw what happened there. I completely fell off and died like an idiot. Alright, so there we go. 30, just enough. Alright, just enough. Let's try this again, shall we? Bye. And let's get the power shrimp. But there was one scene that I saw from The Evil Within that I thought was so funny. I was just like, holy crap, are you serious? I think it's called The Evil Within. I think that's what I'm thinking about. Because I was watching my friend Vash12349 actually do a playthrough on it. And, you know, one scene he showed me was this old dude. It was like an old farmer or whatever who was, what were they doing? It was really weird. Like they were just in a farm, like a farm field. And what they did was, like, he was just standing there and his beard looked like it was made out of tissue papers. Like the texturing or whatever was so bad for the character model that his beard looked like a bunch of tissue papers pasted or glued onto his face, which was pretty funny. But anyway, you just don't give up. Fine then. Oh, wow, why did I press the A button? I'm such a derp. Anyway, you want this grand star so bad, you're gonna have to take it from me. Wow, so you are trying to promote stealing. Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, I see how it is then. I see how it is. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is hop on this broski right here. Alright, come on, let's go. And shoot it right at his face. Oh yeah, let's go. Well, technically not his face, more his airship, but yeah. Alright. Wow, that was really bad. No! Not my Koopa. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. There we go. Hit it right at Bowser's head. Not bad. Alright. So now we've got ourselves a freaking Kamek. Alright, thank you. Alright. There we go. Third hit. He looks to be pretty hopping mad. Alright. Oh, snap. Okay, so this is where things get a lot more interesting because we just got our butt filet mignons. No! Alright. Now he's made the actual hitbox for him a lot smaller. But we're gonna get him just on the edge. And, ow, the edge. So edgy. Maria! Princess Peach! Oh, and there, wow. Dang! Okay. So that was a lot easier than I thought. Way easier. I thought I was gonna have to continue explaining different things and talk more, but I guess not. Anyway, backflip into the Grand Star! Woo! And we have finished off another universe. Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves that beautiful Grand Star. Man, we are making so much progress, it's crazy. It's funny because I believe we only need 20 more stars to actually beat the story of this game, which is kind of funny actually because, you know, it feels like we just started this playthrough like a week ago. About a week ago. But there we go. We have now unlocked, is that the bedroom? Oh, snap! We've really unlocked something special now. Alright, so that galaxy is complete, and we have increased our starbit and discovered a new galaxy. Yup, we have unlocked the bedroom. Hey, let's go! Thanks to you and your friends, all of the domes on the lower level are working again. Okay. Once the engine room on the upper level has power, the whole observatory will be working. Then the Comet Observatory will fly as a starship once again. And you will be able to fly to your special one in the center of the universe. Okay, so there we go. She just kind of gave us an update on what's up, what we've unlocked. But let's go ahead and take care of a few other things that we haven't done just yet, as we've got ourselves a hungry Luma over here. We do need to go to Luigi so that we can actually save him and get the power star there, because he's stuck and he sent us a letter So we should be nice and actually respond. But first, hey you, yeah, you got any? Yep, I'm not gonna read this again. But alright, so let me actually talk about, whoa, geez, 600, Jesus Christ. Bro, do you all have like a bottom to your stomachs? Like, do you all seriously have a bottom to your stomachs? Well, here we go. Transform! Transformers, Chico's in disguise. Alright, the Drip Drop Galaxy has appeared. Or actually, I should say galaxies in disguise, but anyway. Skadoosh! Off to this new Hungry Luma Galaxy. What is this all about? Giant, oh my god. No! I do not want to see the hentai tentacles and eels. Get that crap out of here. An outbreak too? A freaking outbreak! This does not please the Kobanomani 456. This rustles his jimmies. Wow. Hey man, we have to style on these people. We just had to totally do a useless 360 degrees. We had to do a 360 degree around the around the planet. Ever since those big eels showed up, we haven't caught any fish. Gee, I wonder why. Let's see what's up. Where do we actually go though? Like, this is what I'm actually curious about, because we've got different things around here. Is there like a certain thing we're supposed to be going to? Hey, there's a treasure chest there. There we go. What is that? Oh, snap! It's a big, ginormous blowfish. Alright, I am not about that life. Maybe we're supposed to kill these eels. I just thought about that. There we go. Oh, that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. Alright, so I think red shells actually home in, kind of like Mario Kart. So do that. Grab the red shells. If you want to be complete pro MLG no scope, then just go for the green shells. But okay, let's see here. Fire this off at that dude. Alright, nice. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright. Okay, so this actually isn't that hard. I didn't think about it for a second. I'm just like, where is, like, you know, the launch star or something that we need to do? Like, I didn't know if there was something that we had to actually do in order to, yeah. Okay, so there we go. That was a lot easier than I made it out to be. I'm so stupid. Jeez. Alright, so let's actually try and find this power star, wherever it is. I know it's somewhere around here. Hello? Really? Really, son? Really? Okay. Where is it? Jeez. It's supposed to be... Isn't it near the ship? Okay, there we go. There we go. And... Atomic Butt Squash! There we go. We've collected the Power Star. And I can't even recall what galaxy this is. Alright. So I apologize about making that a lot more difficult than it should have been, but hey, there we go. 42 stars acquired. But I was supposed to talk about, wait, oh, okay, so we unlocked another galaxy in the bedroom. But, alright, sorry about that. I had a really bad cough. But, anyway, let me go ahead and talk about my fears, which is one I've actually mentioned in a previous episode. And, number one, well, it's not my number one most feared thing, but I guess number one on the list or whatever, just one of them. Anyway, I'm a little bit scared of bugs. Like I've said, you know, I hate bugs, and I definitely hate cockroaches, and whenever I see a cockroach, especially a big one, like a big one that's like as big as a rat or some crap, it's just like, oh heck no. Like, I will book. Like, you all will see me go Sonic the Hedgehog, gotta go fast speeds, because I don't mess with those things. Nope, you gotta give me a can of Raid so I can be a good 20 feet away from that thing. Okay, also, I also am kind of afraid of drowning, which is a good thing that I know how to swim, because, you know, since I'm, like, so afraid of it, I'm just like, yeah, I need to know how to swim, so that I won't have any problems with drowning. And then, I have a pretty big fear of getting in a car accident or getting hit by a car. By the way, got ourselves that power star with Luigi. Luigi #1. Wahoo! But yeah, car accidents, that's something that definitely scares me because I don't want to harm anyone else, and I don't want to get hurt myself in a car accident like that. Plus, I'm like, that's the thing, I'm really paranoid on the streets, like whenever I do drive, because it's like, you know, hey, a lot of people don't pay attention when they're on the roads. They're not looking both ways, they're always on their cell phones texting or calling or doing stupid crap when they should be focusing their eyes on the road. And it's just like, bro, you could possibly put someone else's life in danger. So it's just like, I'm always super alert, you know, even if, you know, that light's green or whatever, or, you know, we're supposedly safe, I'm always making sure that, you know, I'm not going to potentially get hit by something. It's just, you know, something I'm super extra cautious with, so, because it is one of my fears. And then even when I cross the street, like, I don't know if anyone else does this, but it's like, when I cross the street, I am always super cautious. Like, even when the pedestrian light is on, like, I always make sure that no one's going at super fast speeds, because if they are, I ain't walking. I am not walking, I'm not moving, I ain't doing jack diddly squat. I will wait. I'm not going to rush myself that much to where I'm going to put my life in danger. So I'm always super cautious about that. And, yeah, it's funny because actually one of my friends on YouTube, I don't know if you all have heard, but Zelda Master 2010. By the way, you all should go check him out. He does some fantastic playthroughs on Zelda games and whatnot. And wow, we have more than enough stars to go where we need to go in this galaxy. But anyway, yeah, one of my friends, Zelda Master 2010, he recently actually got hit by a car while crossing the street, even though the crossing light, the pedestrian light, said he could go. And I was just like, holy crap. All this time, I really thought, like, all this time, I thought I was super paranoid about that stuff. But then to hear one of my friends actually get into a situation that I fear, just like, oh heck no, I'm gonna be even more paranoid now whenever I cross the street or anything like that, because people don't pay attention. Like, you can't just rely, just because the rules of the road are, you know, active or whatever, not everyone follows that, or not everyone's paying attention. So you have to be aware of things for yourself. Anyway, we are in Gusty Garden. Oh my god, Gusty Garden Galaxy. This has some of the most beautiful music ever. And this music was actually very common in Super Mario Galaxy 2, so this is actually pretty cool. Anyway, we just barely made that. I don't think I actually went on the current, so I'm actually surprised that I made that, because I probably shouldn't have. But anyway, okay, so we got these moles. The way to actually, yeah, there we go. Before I used to think you had to do a star bit, like you had to shoot a star bit at these guys, but what you actually have to do is just ground pound, and makes the earth ground, did I say the earth ground? I meant the earth shake. It's like that nice and powerful, super effective earthquake on rock type, and then that's when you can actually kill them, so pretty cool. Anyway, let's go through this warp pipe, see what's up. There's another thing I'm actually really scared of, but I can't recall what it is. Like, it was on the tip of my tongue, because it's something similar to, like, car accidents and whatnot, but I can't recall what it is. Oh, but I do know one thing. It was funny. Back then when I was a kid, like I said, I used to be really scared of the guillotine and Frankenstein. Those were my biggest fears. And this is kind of a little funny, I guess, cute story or whatever, but back then, when I was really young, and I mean, I still am somewhat young now, but anyway, back then when I was younger, okay, so I couldn't go, like, I would not brush my teeth by myself, because one time I watched this movie, Frankenstein, and that just scared the heck out of me. And there was this one scene where Frankenstein, like, came out of the restroom or whatever, and when I saw that, I was just like, holy crap, does Frankenstein actually live in our restroom? So at night, I would never go and brush my teeth alone. Like, my mom would always be like, go brush your teeth. I'm just like, no, Frankenstein's in there. She'd make me do it anyway, because, you know, that's just how mothers are. They don't really care. They're just like, stop being so silly and go brush your teeth before you get a spanking. And you know, if there's anything that a kid is scared of more than Frankenstein, it's a spanking from a black mom. So yeah, you definitely overcome your fear of Frankenstein and you go and brush your teeth. So yeah, that's what happened back then. I just always used to be scared of the possibility that Frankenstein was in my restroom, and I didn't like brushing my teeth. I didn't like going to the bathroom at night. I didn't like showering at night because I thought Frankenstein was going to possibly jump out of the drain, just anything. I thought he could jump out of the mirror and just grab me and kill me, and I was such a scaredy cat back then. It's funny to actually think about it because it's just like, you know, things have changed, you know. You go through a lot of changes in life, you know, the older you get, and you know, that's definitely one thing that has changed. Because now I can go all alone just fine. I'm not scared of Frankenstein jumping out and getting me. And then the guillotine. Okay. So the reason that started was because one time I was watching a show on the History Channel, and why did I do that? I'm so stupid. Hello? Oh, I got stuck in the sand. Oh, snap. You can actually get your butt stuck in the sand? That's pretty cool. Get it nice and toasty. But, okay. So, yeah, the guillotine. Alright. So, what happened was, I was watching this one show on the History Channel, and basically, they were talking about this one dude who got, you know, his head cut off. He got beheaded. And it was from the guillotine. And they actually showed, like, they depicted the actual execution, and that scarred me for life. I was just like, what? They did not seriously just do that. Did they actually show, like, his head getting chopped off? And it just made me think, whoa, what if I actually got caught? Like, what if I actually ended up getting in a situation where I got beheaded by a guillotine? And my sister would constantly tease me about it. Okay, I need to talk to this dude, right? Think you can catch me, boy? Really? Really? It's another one of these things? Okay. Anyway, let's chase after this dude. But, yeah. So, she would always tease me. And she would always tease me at night, too. So that I would get nightmares from it. And it was so bad because I would have a nightmare like every night, you know, for such a long time about me getting beheaded for stupid reasons. It could be like, you know, just disobeying my mom or something. Oh, I get beheaded. It was terrible. But it's funny. Like I said, it's just funny to look back on and think, wow, was I really that stupid back then? Was I like really that silly? But apparently so. Kids' minds are crazy. Crazy things. But yeah, so there you go, a little bit into the mind of young Kobe-wan. Alright, so where the heck am I going? Seriously, where did this stupid booger go? Alright. That's why that thing has a beacon of light shooting out of its butt, because of this. I don't even know where he is now. I hear him. Where the heck are you, bro? Where the heck did this thing go? Oh, there he is! Cheeky little scrub! Get back here! Cheeky little scrub. Okay. I see you. Alright. If there was a way I could actually run a bit faster to get this dude, but... Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. He's getting slower. There we go! Hey, got him! Got you! Okay, okay, you got me. Here, take this, boy. Man, screw you, dude. Had me running around wondering where the heck you were. Don't expect to catch me so easily next time. Man, I'll catch you even easier next time because that... I had freaking bushes blocking my way and all this crap, and I'm just like, where the heck is he? He was just hiding all over the place. But there we go. Alright, so that was, I believe, the 43rd star? Something like that. 43rd star. Oh, 44th star. Okay. So I guess we'll collect one more star and then call it a wrap. So, no, we're not going to save our game just yet. Hop back into the pool star. And what should I go to? I think what I'll do is I'll go to Honeyclimb Galaxy just to finish this off, and then we'll go to we'll finish off Gusty Garden in the next episode. Yeah, I love Gusty Garden so much. Like, that theme, the theme for Gusty Garden is just so amazing. It's just so epic, but like, so, I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just like so triumphant. Like, it just puts you in a really good mood. Anyway, alright, scaling the sticky wall. Alright, so we are being introduced to B Mario once again. Interesting. I don't really have too much to say about B Mario because we've already said what we need to. And, oh, crap. Okay, so one thing I find really funny about gravity on these stages is that the walls actually act like a stage itself when you're B Mario and you're dealing with this stuff. But it's like, if you actually touch a wall, when you're not touching, like, the honeycomb, it'll set gravity back to normal, which is kind of cool, I guess. You know, something different, because, like, right here, look at this. I'm just flying normal. But then, look here. If I touch the wall, see there? Lose gravity. Like, off the wall. It's so weird, but off the wall. Anyway, let's come over here, shall we? And skadoosh! Alright. Ooh! Holy crap! Starbits galore! You can never have too many starbits! Oh, cool! A honeycomb! Trying to reference Sonic Boom and the honeycomb, and oh look, a bounce pad! Wow! Seriously, freaking... No! Wait a sec! Hold up! Oh, snap! I didn't realize I was gonna lose my B power-up. I was just like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna actually hit this. Tough luck. But then I was like, wait a sec. After I actually got hit and lost my Honey Nut Cheerio goodness. Like, wait, you can't do that! You can't take my cereal and everything. That's my cereal. That's all I need to... Bro. Really? Really, bro? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, Cookie Crisp, and then you just want to come and crash land onto me? Like, really? You can't just do that, bro. You cannot just crash land on Honey Nut Cheerios. You cannot just do that! Wow! I am losing life after life. This is actually difficult, though. Like, this is actually difficult. Okay. Or maybe I just need to work on my timing. Maybe that's the problem. You know what? I'm just gonna wait patiently here. I've been waiting, yeah, patiently. Okay. Right there. Okay. Nice. Nice. Wow! My butt! Okay. I was scared. I was definitely scared of the Cookie Crisp. I know that doesn't look like Cookie Crisp, but that's the closest thing it looks to. Like, that's honestly the closest thing it looks to cereal-wise. And I was talking about Honey Nut Cheerios, so that's why I mentioned it. Hello? How dare you walk on the walls? You're not allowed to do that. Die already. Alright. So this is definitely a more interesting mission, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Bait him there. Alright, jump. Man, you gotta really concentrate here. But this is, I gotta say, this is interesting platforming. I actually think this is a pretty fun beat mission. Because it's actually doing interesting things. Okay. Really? Really? Okay, I was about to say, if I fall and die, it is time to smash the Wii remote. It is time to smash the Wii remote. Okay, whoa! Be careful. Be careful not to fall. Be careful not to fall! Did you hear what I said? I'm telling you these things. Yes. I am telling you these things, Mario, so you won't die. Especially from one of my biggest fears. Alright. There we go, though. We finally got the 45th star. And we are done with this episode. So that was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely genuinely scared at some points on that mission. But there we go. So, like I said, that's it for this video, so thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, like always, make sure to drop a like in the comments, as it helps out tremendously. And also, we'd love to hear what you all have to say in the comments below for question of the day. What is your biggest fear? Like I said, mine are bugs, drowning, and also being in a car accident. Or getting hit by a car, just anything. Well, then again, yeah, that's technically a car accident anyway, even if I got hit when I wasn't in the car. But, yeah, so would love to hear what you all have to say for your biggest fears, and, man, jeez. This episode actually took me back on memory lane a little bit, you know, just kind of thinking about old things I was scared of in the past that were kind of funny, and, yeah, man. I like questions of the day, you know. Let me know in the comments below if you all like them, and if I should just branch out and do other topics besides just gaming related stuff. Do like different fun topics to talk about, because I like this stuff. You know, I can kind of share different things about myself with you all that you all may have not have known, and you know, it seems like a lot of people have been enjoying that. You know, kind of getting a bit of a feel of me. I'm really feeling it. But, alright, enough of my rambling. Thank you all again for watching. See you all. Have a good day. Peace, Kobana Rights.